The day after, the class goes outside to practice their shuriken. As a ninja, they must learn this basic skill and the teacher advises them to be mindful not to hurt themselves. But the students are super excited already throwing stuffs, so the teacher moves out of the way. Meanwhile, a student named Metal Lee uses the spirit of the dragon before throwing his darts and all of it hits the bullseye. Although he has a nervousness personality from other people that fails him to hit the target once again. Now comes running with a big shuriken is Boruto, telling everyone to move out of the way as he throws his demon wind shuriken that heads straight towards Metal. But everyone is looking at him, so he loses focus on hitting it and now being dragged away into the air. It's a bullseye. Metal's face hit the bullseye as everyone goes in a hurry to approach him. Boruto apologizes to him and the teacher reprimanded the hero from doing pranks on his classmate. At the teacher's office, all of them have been called out from Boruto's reckless behavior. That is why the teacher is punishing them to do a volunteer work outside the class. Next, they go to the site where the hero remembers he recently destroyed. A contractor then approaches them to supervise the kids in restoration of the damaged monument above them. First hour on the job, Boruto is already complaining that he hates doing it, but the class representative named Kake says she's glad on doing construction on the Hokage's great stone face. Later, the class ref notices that the boys are just playing their video games. But Metal takes it to the next level. He's very enthusiastic on working the assignment. Suddenly, his action creates a big crack that later spreads throughout the whole monument that causes a landslide afterwards. Good thing his classmates save him, but the monument however is a different story. Looking back, Metal Lee has done it again, this time making things worse. Next, while going home, everyone notices Metal being saddened on what happened earlier. Boruto says as if the faces up there are not damaged in the first place, so don't think about it. Then Shikadai mentions about Metal's nervousness makes him do a lot of mistakes, it's so obvious to begin with. This saddened Metal even further, so he parted ways from them by himself. The next morning as the group is going to class, they notice Metal from afar while Boruto sees with his Jougan eye the evil aura again that is possessing him. But the disturbed classmate runs away and they follow, and in a strange manner, Metal attacks Shikadai heads on. The two classmates fight, as he breaks the wall just by using his foot. Shikadai thinks that he is just mad about what he said yesterday, but Metal didn't listen to him and gives him a high kick instead. The two arrives and are curious on what is happening. Boruto's eye activates again and the aura is much bigger this time. Metal begins his attacking position again, and this time he uses his shuriken to throw it to them. It has an amazing accuracy because he is not nervous and the boys are having a hard time dealing with him. It's no use, they cannot win to Metal at this point, so they run all over the town, away from the rampaging ninja. They hide behind the bushes, then Shikadai explains to them his master plan to do a counterattack. Next, Boruto launches himself using the shadow clone jutsu and Metal easily defeated them. While being distracted, Shikadai uses his shadow paralysis jutsu to the opponent, but Metal easily avoided it and the shadow user still pursues to get him. Unfortunately, it has its limits on stretching that far, as Metal knows that it's a ninjutsu that makes anyone immobile once it touches someone's shadow. Inojin also attacks using his summon drawings, and while Metal is attacking it, little did he know that another shadow ninjutsu is crawling from behind and captured him. All is revealed as the real shadow user shows behind the bushes. It's a trick the three boys plan to do, by Boruto transforming into Shikadai, and the shadow jutsu is the drawing of Inojin. This made Metal angry, as the evil aura within him goes berserk and his strength is starting to get even stronger. Shikadai shouts that the hero should knock the opponent out immediately while the jutsu still holds. But a strange accident happens as Metal stumbles pressing forward and then launches himself towards Boruto, until he hit a solid tree stump nearby. This finally stuns the bumbling kid as the evil aura manifests itself out of the boy's body. After that, Metal wakes up as nothing happens and they heard the school bell ringing already. The boy quickly runs as he doesn't want to be late and he shouts to them to hurry it up. Soon later the hero gets home and stares at his little sister's eyes. He's just seeing normal eyes, then he asks his mom about the all-seeing white eye. She explains that his uncle Neji and the entire Yuga clan has that ability. He asks again if she can see things using it and she replies it can be used to see through things that are long distances, as well as other people's chakra. Another day of ninja school training is Konohamaru is demonstrating how to do a summoning jutsu. He is also the grandson of the third Hokage and the pride of the Leaf Village. The big frog talks of how he admires its master and the guy appreciates it. After that, the students surrounded him for a chance to be just like him. Then Boruto always says something that annoys his classmates, and then in a surprise he launches himself to his teacher and snatches his big scroll on his back. He places his hand on the ground and then attempts to do a summoning jutsu as well, but unfortunately nothing happens. The teacher explains that you should make a contract with an animal first, in order to make a summon. Boruto likes that his summon is a snake because it's cool. Then he suggested that they should all join together to summon a really big summon, but Sarada yells at him for doing another stupid thing, which later they all get punished because of him. Next, in front of a bento kiosk, the two are ordering the same thing exactly at the same time, and it irritated the both of them. But the cook says she only has one yakisoba bun left, and Boruto takes dibs on it, saying they always give him the last one. Sarada says of course you do, you always smell like one as well. They are all wondering why is the bun have been sold out so early today. Then they look behind and their chubby classmate has already bought the tasty treats. On top of that, the last bun has already been sold to Sarada, which leads to more heated arguments between the two. It all escalated too fast. Now it's boys versus girls in front of the kiosk, and the class representative is getting nervous by the minute. The teacher then appears, stopping the fight, saying it's forbidden to fight amongst students in the campus ground. However, I'll prefer a much better battleground for you, cause I believe this is how you mature as a ninja. Fight with all your passion, and settle this once and for all. Right after that, their teacher now sets the rules to whoever the first one to grab the flag on the rooftop of the main building wins this match. The competition between the boys and the girls starts as they all come running towards the entrance. The boys are sneaky. Iwabe uses his earth ninjutsu to block off the pathway of the girls. Boruto thanked him as he passes by. Meanwhile, the chubby girl steps forward and then uses her ninjutsu to make her hand big that smashes the brick wall in front of them. They all take this opportunity to chase after the boys. Inside, Shikadai stops for a while, then uses his own shadow paralysis technique to yield most of the girls pouring in. Then a commotion happens, blocking everybody's way, and the teacher explains that he also put traps throughout the school grounds, which surprises all of them. But that never halted the students to press forward, as they think the traps will destroy the whole school at some point. While running, someone throws shuriken at them, but Metal catches them all by using his own bare hands. Then he says he'll take care of the girls by himself, but his nervousness got the best of him as he is now pinned to the wall. Another group of girls are waiting for them, and the hero just ignores their threat as he charges straight towards them. All of the boys avoided every obstacles as they passes through. Then they look behind and Denki is unable to move. Boruto wants to save him, but the girls shoot shuriken on them, so they run away. In the meantime, Shikadai has another plan of having the two of them serves as a decoy to the girls, while the hero will go to the rooftop from the outside. Then Boruto had an idea to use one of the scrolls here to make a summoning jutsu, but Shikadai tells him it'll be impossible though. Later, the hallway is blocked for the girls and the class representative sees Boruto sneaking from the outside. The plan has been executed and Shikadai uses a smokescreen to distract the girls. One suggested though to just blow it up, and they did, making the hero pauses for a while going to the flag. It's within reach, as one girl is attempting to get it first, but Boruto is not gonna let that happen. As a desperate move, he now attempts to use the scroll to summon something. And then a blinding light spreads all over, and he accidentally summoned a violent creature that attacks Chocho, the chubby girl. The falling classmate was then later saved by Boruto, and they were both saved by the other two. Looking back, behind them is a giant figure that has menacing eyes, and has a snake for a tail that is going to attack them. Fortunately, another teacher comes to their rescue and uses Rasengan to subjugate the beast. After the monster is gone, they are all now looking at the flag being held by none other than their class representative that ended the competition. Watch this next video. See you on the next one.